The strange thing about nature is people don't seem to understand its true value to us. Recent economic studies, for example from the Institute of Actuaries, have shown that the expected decline in our economy could be as much as 25% or a quarter between now and 2050 because of what is happening through climate change and depletion of nature. We believe that nature has a critical role. It is critical infrastructure for us as a country, and therefore we must invest in it, we must improve it, because without it we cannot operate the economy as we currently do. Since we started Nattergal, we've made great progress. We've raised £40 million of equity seed, including shareholders like Aviva, the largest insurer in the UK, and we've used that seed to acquire 3 different sites across lowland England. We believe our success is driven by being really good at 2 things. Firstly, nature restoration, and secondly, commercialising the ecosystem services that are generated by it in both the statutory and voluntary markets. Here in England, we have the world's first statutory biodiversity market. We now have over 1,700 units of biodiversity net gain available on the National Register, with customers like Bellway publicly announcing that they have been buying units from us. There is an existing voluntary carbon market where people are paying for carbon credits as a result of things like tree planting. We're pioneering the role of nature restoration and rewilding, providing really high charisma carbon sequestration or charismatic carbon, which brings a whole lot of other benefits, most obviously the recovery of nature. One of the great examples of that is the recent trade we did with Arup, who've invested £1 million into our site at Boothby Wildland in Lincolnshire in return for 10,000 tonnes of carbon sequestration. The next stage of our growth will come from applying our restoration and commercialisation skills to other people's land. I'm very pleased to share that we're currently onboarding our first managed service client. We also have a number of developing relationships both in Europe and the US, which is part of our long-term plan to become one of the world's leading nature restorers across developed markets.